like a car registration number, if you like, and this is ours.
Manning the paddles. These are only small gates, and these paddles turn very easy. So those of you that have followed our vlogs in the previous times we've come along here will know that this section we're going over now is the site of a major breach.
Send postbox covers, which are really quite smart, snazzy.
We're now down below Chelmsford Lock opposite Venetian Marina because Nick from Cover and Canvas, who's based here, is going to make me a sort of a tonneau cover to go underneath the solar panel on this top box. So when the solar panel's up and tilted like these, you can't see what's in the box because the canvas cover will cover it. And so we're waiting to hear from him. It could be Monday, could be Tuesday, but it's a glorious day. I've been out polishing the front of the boat. I've got as far as where Chris is, sticking out the duck hatch. And now we're going to go across to the cafe and have a bit of lunch. But what a beautiful day. Every boat on the network has an index number. It's like a car registration number, if you like, and this is ours. And we've often wondered what the next number boat looks like. Well, we just moored up across here to get water, and the boat over here has our next index number. Well, having spent the last 5 days here moored opposite Venetian Marina and getting a few jobs done, like hinging the solar panels on the top box and waiting for a cover to go underneath the solar panel there, we're now ready to move. We need to move, we need food and supplies, but this afternoon we're going to head off down towards Aqueduct Marina because we need to get some bits from the chandlery, and then we're going to stay there the night, and then tomorrow we're going to head off up to Middlewich. So just a short cruise this one, hope you enjoy.
Our cruise this week sees us leaving Venetian Marina and continuing along the canal to Aqueduct Marina, where we stop off for a short while to pick up a gas bottle and then continued our journey on all the way along the rest of the Middlewich branch until we reach Middlewich itself.
Got underway and the rain has stopped admittedly, but that looks rather ominous in front of us. Don't think it's rain yet, but it's dark and ominous. But yeah, it's a bit more open on this stretch. If I pan to the right, you've got fields that side. If I pan to this side, you've got fields this side.
I'm stuck in the middle with you.
The boat coming out the lock belongs to a Nigel and Diane, and the boat's called Escapology. You'll be seeing more of these on Channel 4's Narrow Escapes in the coming weeks.
Now we're only going to do the one lock today, and this one lock is Church Minshull lock.
This is manning the paddles. These are only small gates, and these paddles turn very easy, so
an easy day for her today, and it is only the one lot. So there you go.
Not long after Church Minshull Lock is Aqueduct Marina, and they have a really good, well-stocked chandlery that we needed a few bits from, and we also needed to replace one of our gas bottles. So it was a quick turnaround to drop into the marina, pick up the gas bottle and the bits and pieces, and then come straight out again. The services jetty is tucked right in the corner of the marina, and getting onto it wasn't too much of a problem because the wind was blowing AmyJo onto the jetty. Getting out again was another matter altogether. I had my hands full trying to cope with the wind that was now building up, reversing AmyJo off the jetty and turning her into the wind to get out of the marina. Naturally, with my hands full, I didn't get a chance to video it.
Well, we've just quickly pulled into Aqueduct Marina for a gas bottle to replace our empty one, and now we're going to moor up just outside the marina in a lovely little spot on the main line of the Middlewich branch. So you give me while I moor the boat up, and I'll come back to you when we're done. Good morning. We spent the night here on the visitor moorings just outside Aqueduct Marina, and today we're now going to start heading off into Middlewich. We're getting very short on food supplies, so we need to do a shop, and we're going to spend a couple of days in Middlewich. But for now, it's a glorious morning. How long it'll last, we don't know, but we're getting underway now, and I'll catch you later.
just realised we're on a common feature on the Shropshire Union Canal, and that's an embankment. This embankment must be about 15-20 feet high, and they're quite usual on the Shropshire Union Canal because it was a late canal to be built. The technology was such that the navvies could build up these embankments and it avoided the use of so many locks. The view we never tire of when we come through here on the Middlewich branch. This is Church Minshull visitor moorings here. They even provide you with little stands for your barbecues, so you're not putting it in the grass, which is really cool. The one drawback here is there is a shelf just below the waterline, so you have to deploy the wheels, but it's worth it just for that view. You imagine waking up in the morning with the sun shining to a view just like that. Gorgeous, isn't it? You can just get a glimpse through the trees now of the River Weaver. It's quite small at this point, but used to have a beautiful view through here. But now these trees have grown, you can hardly see anything. It's such a shame. It was a lovely view from here. Yeah. Well, while Mum's sitting on the nest, Dad is trying to protect it. We've just arrived now at Stanthorn Lock. And as is the case on this lock, there's always a queue here. We've got two boats in front of us with one coming up through the lock, and there's another boat behind us. But it's a lovely day, sun's shining, so what's not to enjoy? So now the boats in front have gone down, we're next. And hopefully we'll get moored up before that turns to rain. It's looking a bit ominous over there. So let's hope we get moored up before it rains. Those of you that have followed our vlogs in the previous times we've come along here will know that this section we're going over now was the site of a major breach. Where that concrete block is marks where the canal breached, and the whole section flooded down into the valley below. But that was a good few years ago now, and as you can see, you wouldn't even know that there had been a breach. Well, that's it for today. Finished our cruising for the next couple of days. We're now currently moored in Middlewich on what we like to moor on between two bridges and visitor mooring. So we've got 48 hours here and then we have to move on. But that's it for today, folks. We'll catch you later.
I decided to come for a walk around Middlewich. I'm glad I did. That Temptations is absolutely a wonderful place. I've no idea where I actually am, but I don't think you can get lost here. Also got some really nice sort of oddly shaped buildings. That's where I walked from, it's down there. I know where I am now, back to the church. St Michael's and All Angels in Middlewich. this view the other way from the church. Big lock is down past those trees. Just walk to the right and that's where the big lock is. Seen postbox covers, which are really quite smart, snazzy. But here, they obviously like to keep their bollards warm as well. This one's got ears, rabbit ears. Flapping in the wind. I'm walking back along the canal. This boat looks absolutely delightful. Now, I don't recognise where I am now. Just walking back up to AmyJo. Past this huge working boat. The bows are absolutely massive. And I can see a little smudge waiting in the crotch area. There he is. There he is. Up on his table, looking at me. He'll bark in a minute.
Later that afternoon we went back into town to do our shop, and as you can see it was a good job I took our truck with us because we had a full load coming back. Well, that's it for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed our little trip along the Middlewich branch, and in next week's vlog we turn on to the Trent and Mersey and start heading up towards Enderton. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and a special thanks of course to our lovely Patreons and our YouTube members. And we will see you next week on Life on Board AmyJo. Bye.